Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking by through the break. If you missed the first part of today's session, you can go check it out on our YouTube channel at ProDMJoy, exactly the same as the stream. Or if you just want to catch up on a few things that you may have missed from older sessions as well. But now that we have gone into the night, Betal, do you plan on having people working through the night, or do you plan on steering the ship through the night, or what is your general purview of the ship? As I think most people are going to defer to your expertise.
Oh, great question. Well, we're running a skeleton crew, so I hope that people help, but I mean, Betal's happy to push it through the night.
Okay. So, of everyone, I saw Collier, you raised your hand, so you're willing to work through the night to help out?
I don't need sleep.
Fair enough. How about for
help as well?
Okay, so Gertie's helping out. How about you, Leong?
Leong is staying up.
Okay.
He is a lot happier than he's been in a very long time.
All right. And how about you, Alivor?
I'll work until I get tired enough.
Okay, fair enough. And do you politely request that your hiree is going to be working through the night as well, Color?
No, actually, I'm going to tell him to get some rest because on the off chance that I do have to go get some sleep, he can replace me.
Okay, fair enough. He will take to the below decks. And what say you all for the Swagan?
What is their normal work schedule? What is your normal work schedule?
We usually take shifts between the two of us. One sleep, one stay up.
Well, you guys can work that out as you're comfortable, but is that, and then look back to Betal, yeah, that.
Okay, then. All right, so so I'm going to be going kind of based off what people have been doing so far. Leong, are you going to stay in the crow's nest to help them navigate?
I'm actually going to. I would defer to Betal. Would it be more useful if I was in the crow's nest navigating, or by Betal and the wheel navigating?
Crow's nest.
All right, I'll go up there then.
Okay. And how about Alivor?
Where should I be put, Captain?
I don't want to make you steer the ship.
You should make me steer the ship. I could probably not even see where it's going, but I'll give it my all.
We'll put up a stool so that you can.
Oh, thank you.
So that you can see. But I kind of want to give the steering job to somebody else, and I'll be on sails.
I'll try my best.
Betal, how can I help the crew with my limited abilities?
Got this, Gertie.
I could make some black tea for us and play some music to keep our minds fresh.
Yeah, please. Actually, music would be fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm going to the top of the ship, the front of the ship, put out Chester and play some songs about a crew who fell asleep while driving a ship and it went against the cliff and everybody died, so you should stay awake while doing your job. To motivate you.
I love this song.
Yes.
Right. And what color are we doing for the night then?
Collier will help out on sales because that is definitely not, as they were told, that is not just a one-person job. But as they do and kind of move around, they're also going to harmonize with Gertie, hopefully making his song a little less depressing.
Okay. All right then. Oh boy, let me just look at a couple sheets here real quick.
Boy, oh boy, is Alivor scared with this song playing. And like half the wheel covering his vision.
If only they saw that rock out there, they wouldn't have crashed the ship.
All right, so let me just double check this sheet here. Okay. I think there's one. Could you roll me just a spell attack, Leong? So just add your spell attack bonus to this, as I presume you'll be using magical means to navigate rather than just eyesight.
Sure.
And then Betal, we'll do water vehicles with wisdom again. Collier, I think that'll just be straight wisdom for you since I don't think you have training in that per se.
I do in land vehicles, but this
Land,
unfortunately is not one.
It is not.
It's land for the fish.
All right.
Okay, so it's just gonna be is it a saving throw?
No, just straight up wisdom.
Okay.
Oliver, also just make me a wisdom check.
Oh, lovely.
And Gertie, if you could please roll me performance.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that'll work, man. It's fine.
Yeah, it's the same roll. It's just performance gets
Yeah.
plus 6, so 21, 24.
Look at us. We're a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not.
Never mind.
That is okay though. We got enough successes as a group. So let's see. Vital, you were able to give Collier a few pointers. You can see them struggling a little bit up on these sails, kind of managing things, but with your own kind of calmness, you are very comfortable on the sea, of course, as things come pretty easily and quickly to you. Leong, you are having a bit of trouble navigating through some of it, but as you're kind of like hearing Gertie's song kind of echo out, or not echo out, but play throughout the top of the ship, you're able to maintain a bit more concentration on exactly what you're going for. And Alvor, you are convinced that you could easily have been a ship captain in another life, or maybe this one at some point.
For what it's
I'm coming for your steeds, Batal.
Leong is kind of not actually really paying attention to navigating, and I think that's why like he's having trouble because he's like kind of just sitting in the crow's nest and he's got his like map out and he's like adjusting it, like kind of calibrating everything, and then he kind of just every once in a while just gets distracted and just starts staring out like into the vast night sky and just stops paying attention to anything, and he like snaps, like he's like, oh shit, a little bit left, guys.
Okay, and if everyone could please just make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. As you are working throughout the night, and it's tiring. Vital, your life on the ship will give you advantage on this, as you're more used to working in hard conditions on the sea.
Since I've been with Batal a bunch,
Help.
would that help?
I'll say so. Yeah, that makes sense.
What about?
Oh,
Hey, give it.
I'm gonna
Nat
probably
20.
be very, very exhausted. That's fine.
We're tired. I fed on Vital, and we're tired.
Y'all are tired. I'm wired.
Glad I put you in charge of steering.
Yes. Okay. So, as you're working throughout the night, working the sails is a bit rough. As partway through the night, the tumultuous weather conditions that Leong had mentioned the day before do happen in most of the night, which makes it even more difficult for Collier to help you on the sails than had originally expected. And you have to kind of take in a bit more work to keep things flowing to the standards that you have expected, Vital. So Vital and Collier, you're both going to take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
As
Wonderful.
the next day comes through, and it is not a full-on storm, like there's not lightning and thunder, but there's some pretty consistent rainfall going throughout this portion of the day, as the weather just comes down and is kind of hammering down on the ship. You can tell that it's been, a goodly amount of period of time in order to actually make it, the next day, as the let's see. The hired hands, so to speak, do come up to see how things are going first thing in the morning. The Zwalwyn seem to be pretty comfortable working in the rain, but the hired thug is like pulling his like hood farther over as they're trying to like keep it from getting too wet so he can throw all of his clothes.
Am I still at the wheel?
Unless you think that you need to take a break at some point,
Never.
then yes, you would be.
Is the rain coming down hard enough for it to impede my vision at all?
Yes, it would impede your vision a little bit.
Bital,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't made for this. You're muted.
Muted. What's going on?
It's getting a bit tough going through this storm. I wasn't assuming we would be going into rough, choppy waters, and this isn't really my specialty.
All right.
Any tips? Or
I can take over for you if you want.
well, where should I go next, Captain?
Not captain.
And bit old, Captain. But yeah.
Gosh. Go into the hole. Make sure there's no water down there.
I sure hope there's not supposed to be water on our boat.
It's supposed to be on the outside, right?
Yeah.
So if it's on the inside, you're gonna take this bucket and take it outside.
I'll do that.
I snatch the bucket out of Batal's hand really quickly, and like military march down towards the hull.
I'll go up to Vital. You look very tired, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Should I take over for a while so you can sleep?
No, I'll be fine.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I'll make some more black tea, Captain. See you in a bit.
Captain. Does everyone keep calling me Captain?
Well, you're the only one who's actually able to steer the ship and do like the work of 5 people. Or 10 Gerties, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make some tea. And I
Or
heard a lot.
3 Alival.
That's not true.
It is already written. All right, so Gertie, you're going to head over to the kitchen to make some tea, then I presume.
Yeah.
And Collier, how are you doing? You're going to keep maintaining the sails?
I think I'm the only one on the sails now. Yes. There's because the weather is getting worse, so making sure the sails stay well is actually kind of important now.
Okay. Your hired hand will actually head up to help with the sails, as that's what they were doing the day before.
I'm finally gonna ask their name.
It's long enough.
What use are
I keep forgetting. I know, but I thought I'd ask like at the beginning.
No, you did not ask any of their names.
I just took their memories. But yay! Glad I have help. Does that mean I can roll with advantage?
Do they even remember their names?
Yes.
Yes, you will be rolling with advantage, which means that it'll be a normal roll because you have a disadvantage on skill checks due to your exhaustion.
Yay! And it's what do I roll for sail maintenance?
That'll be wisdom still. We've been using wisdom for all of the shippy stuff. So just be a straight wisdom check.
But can we stop? Oh wait, no, I accidentally did a
13
saving
is
throw.
better.
Yay! But I accidentally did it as a saving throw.
I mean, your wisdom score is just 10, so it doesn't make
It is.
real
It
difference.
doesn't add anything. Okay.
Okay. I need to actually update the Swagman health, now that they're not at 1 and 7 respectively. Not that that'll come into play. Smile, smile.
Why would a battle map be coming into play?
Come on. Okay. And Leong, you are still up in the crow's nest. Are you planning on coming down for a bit, or what would you like to do?
Well, really quickly, I think he's just gonna toss a quick druid craft just to check the weather for the next 24 hours. See if there's anything going on.
Okay. So, you go ahead and cast Druidcraft, and let me just get the... Actually, could you cast the spell so I can just see the specific descriptions of it?
Yes, absolutely. Druidcraft.
Druid.
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 Okay.
I cast Druidcraft.
Yes, cast Druidcraft. And as you do, It will appear to be it'll be a golden orb.
Okay, he's gonna climb down and go get some tea. And as he passes, I think either the Tall or Collier, whoever's.
Collier would be closer.
Oh yeah, okay. He kind of gestures to the sails and the rain. He just goes, "Like all things, this too shall pass," and then just walks off.
Okay.
Handed out free wisdom today.
Right?
All right. Okay. So
It's a good day. Good weather.
Then.
And then he's gonna climb back up.
The
Right,
rain
okay,
continues
so-
to pour.
Good weather.
Grandfather
This too shall pass.
Gertie.
Yes.
Grandfather Gertie, go ahead and make me a wisdom check to see how well we prepare the tea. And Leon, you can help him actually make the tea if you would like to.
Yes, I would.
Okay, then either you can roll a wisdom check with advantage then if you're working together on the tea.
Oh, that was very necessary because I was about to pour hot water into my mouth and the spices, but I forgot it's
Swish
not
it
the
around.
way. It's not how you actually do it. Thank you for helping me.
All right, excellent. So you are able to brew a lovely bit of tea, as
The classic mouthwash brewing.
very famous for when people don't have teapots and stoves on
Or
ships.
nerve endings in their mouth.
Exactly. What use is the ability to taste and or feel? When you really think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two are able to take some time to brew some tea, and it turns like it's out going pretty well. You could make a couple of things that are pretty different, as Leon kind of explains his perspective on like how he makes tea, which is a little bit different from the way that you've kind of come to know and do Gertie. But
No
as
milk,
you do, the
no
method
sugar.
seems to be pretty good.
I'll be quiet and learn from Liang's tea art.
Okay. And so you two were able to brew what appears to be a lovely cup of tea. Or sorry, pot of tea, not a cup. It's just
One
Only one.
single
one
cup,
cup between the entire
the
crew.
two of you.
4 hours later, oh, it's finally ready. 1 cup of tea
We go around like sip. One sip.
only.
Not
Little did you know,
sanitary.
the tea leaves were actually spinach and cooked all the way down.
Ah,
Cooked down to a
That
single.
is-
that would have been that one.
Absolutely foul.
Spinach tea.
It's
It sure is all the rage.
it's so rich in vitamin.
Oh, certainly. Alivor, as you head down to the bottom of the ship and you're looking around, you do see a mimic that is just like opening and closing its mouth to the south portion of the bottom over here.
Oh, I'm gonna scurry on over there. I don't think I've talked to you yet, little guy.
I move my way over to the mimic.
Hello. How's it going?
From what you can tell, that is not an aggressive sound. It is just mimics don't really speak languages, based on what you know of Chester.
Yeah, me and Chester are bros. We just chill out every now and again. He makes funny noises, and I'm like, "Yep, that's what." Like when a dog barks at you when you talk to it.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, thanks for answering my question.
exactly
It's
so.
that same thing, but with the mimic.
Yeah.
So, anything going on down here? I'm looking for some water. Anything down here?
And it's like tongue like swishes from side to side, and it just like kind of tips itself back and forth a little bit, like left and right.
Oh, do I have any? Can I scrounge around the room and see if I can find some like, I don't know, something to feed the mimic?
Yes, there are various fruits to the other side of the
Snacks.
area down here.
All right.
Like
I'm
the
just
complete,
gonna-
like relative northern end of the ship here.
I'm just gonna pop a squat down onto this canoe down here, and just like toss it some like apples and oranges.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. As you go to actually grab the apples and oranges, you do see Abernathy appears to be sitting outside of the box now, and he is also eating an orange.
Oh, well, look at you moving around.
Yes, it is quite nice to be able to have my full range of movement again.
Yeah, I'm sure that was probably hell on your legs.
Possibly so, but I am well enough to aid if need be. Has the entire day passed already? It is a little difficult to tell down here.
Well, we're at daytime now. I steered the ship all last night, coming down here to make sure you didn't drown. So, good thing you didn't.
I appreciate the concern. And very well done. I did not drown. I do not see any water, at least so far.
Thank you. He bows.
Yeah, Riley just kind of nods head down a little bit in acknowledgement.
Well, the rest of the crew is up there doing their work. You could probably go up there, introduce yourself a little more, talk, walk around, explore the ship that kidnapped you. I'm sure it's fun.
Right. I will see if there's any aid I can be.
I'll
As
be
I
down
understand
here
it,
with
we
the
do
medic.
not have many. Very well. Take care of... what was the name? Boxan, I believe.
Sure. I didn't get it.
That is what I recall, but I was not sure if I imagined that or not.
That
It is
seems
diff-
right. Is that your name? Is that your name?
I throw another apple.
And as you do, just like eats the apple whole and just kind of like munches down on it. As it kind of like it's a very messy eater. It's just kind of slobbering as the like apple chunks are just
Same.
flying on the floor.
Same. Me and this mimic share more in common than you may believe.
All right.
This is where I'm gonna be.
Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, all right, Beetal, if you could also actually, hold on. I didn't actually decide what the Sawalgan are doing. Yeah, as you're going back to steering the ship, Beetal, the Sawalgan will come up and ask if there's anything they should be working on at the moment.
Oh. Sorry, did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you, sorry.
Oh, okay. Just keep catching the wind with the sails is all.
Okay, they'll take to that then, as they'll help out with the other sails. It's a rather large boat. I should just zoom that model. All right. Ooh, whoops. Oh, that is not right.
Oh God.
Oh no.
It does not metamorphize in the rain. Okay, and as is going, Color, you'll probably be the first to notice as the Dragonborn Abernathy will come to the top of the deck, and he'll be kind of covering his face as the water is pouring down, as he did not seem to be prepared for such wet weather.
Oh, I did forget to tell him about that, didn't I? Oops.
Kalir has on, like, they have on their regular thing, so they have like a black iridescent hood like on over, but so you're saying they would be the first people to see them come up?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I don't want to like wave them over in the storm, but they need to come help-ish, kind of. I'm gonna call them over. I kind of have to.
Okay. And Abernathy will look up and say, I see you are all doing well up here.
About as well as you can be, and I assume we're like kind of speaking loudly over the weather.
Yes, yes.
As bad as well as we could be. We're trying to stay on course right now. Welcome back to your sea legs.
Never really had them per se, but thank you.
All right. Well, we're technically going where you already were going. Like do you need more food? Have you eaten yet? Like, kind of checking if they're okay. They kind of just showed up.
Yeah. I am fine. I had some sustenance from the deck itself. The fruits down there appear to be still good, surprisingly.
Okay. Do you know how to do anything on a ship?
I am told I'm a fast learner.
Okay. Well, the captain's over there, so you're gonna ask him what you need to do.
Certainly.
But
That's all.
other than that, you're the only one who knows. Other than that, I'm gonna ask him some. Well, no, I did ask him questions already. He's not sure where they're going. I guess I'm just reiterating that knowledge is correct. That he's not quite sure where we're going, but he has been there before. But he keeps not being picked. If I'm understanding that correctly.
I mean, he hasn't been able to expound on the specifics of it all, but essentially, yes, he doesn't know exactly where it is that you're going. He knows kind of the general understanding of what is happening in this whole petrification trade.
And did Alivor and Leon let the rest of us know what he was saying about actually going to the place and winning something? And
I'm sure we expounded upon that during.
I just wanted to make sure, so it's like I'm just talking about stuff I wasn't there for.
Yeah. We probably told you during the meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if not, like we worked through the night, there's probably some time where we just like
where we just talked
chatted.
about it.
We'd have no reason to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
All right. After then, yeah, they're well. Then that's kind of the rest of the questions. You guys already answered them. I guess I could ask as a not advice, but his opinion on the plan to still go there and try to go in the same way we told the same way we told everybody else that they would have a choice on whether or not they were going to be going in there with us. He definitely kind of gets that too.
And he pauses for a moment as he begins to like sort of scratch his chin with one of his claws. And he says, well, I see it one of two ways. Either A, we ignore it and the problem likely persists, perhaps escalates due to the fact that I presume you have interrupted the trade that has been going on between whatever bodies may be partaking in this trade. Or B, we go there and potentially help some people. We don't know how widespread it may be there, if the entire island has been turned, or if it is a small subsection, or if they are being subjugated in fear. Either way, I would suggest we do whatever good we can. As for joining you into whatever final confrontation there may be, I think it would be best working with the people. Until I can find my pack or a replacement, I am unable to use any of my magical abilities.
Well, could we trust you at least to help anybody that we do get on the boat?
Certainly, I can do that much for you. And if any of you have found anything magical on the ship, then I may be
other
able to
than what
make a
changed
makeshift
you.
one. Well, I may have a look about when I have a break from whatever my duties will be doing, but thank you. Kalir, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. No problem. Glad I could help. And then they're gonna kind of point them over to Vital before they go back to focusing on the sales with unnamed helper.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Joel.
Would you like to ask them their name as you are working on the sales together?
Yes. Now it doesn't matter.
Yes. Oh gosh, I'm really gonna have to do it. How to not sound like a dick. So what do I call you now that you are working for me and not part of the bandit troop?
And they kind of tilt their head for a moment and they say, well, I suppose that entirely depends on what is the norm for you. You seem to be having some amount of business acumen.
It does seem like that, doesn't it? You'll be my assistant.
Assistant? Very well.
Yes.
Will everyone be calling me that?
Oh, no. You don't have to, probably, but you don't have to answer to it if it's not me. No, you don't. Alvord is over there doing something. Yeah, you do. No, you don't. But do you have a preference on what you'd like to be called? I tried a new phone. Who this guy?
Well, it would
New boss. Who this?
probably be easier for me if it was just my normal name, but assistant works fine.
What is your normal name?
My name is Talus Alter.
You say Talus or Tanis?
Talus.
Take 5 psychic damage because you hurt his feelings.
I've been trying not to hurt his feelings. He could have just said it. This is all in Collier's head, by the way. Man. Well, Talus, your title is my assistant, but everyone will call you Talus.
Okay. Well, that should work fine for me. All right, and give me 2 seconds here.
First sign of trouble. Just my assistant's right there, and then I'm gonna start running. Then I'm gonna run away.
Okay, so at this point, Leong and Gertie, I presume you will have found some way to cover the tea as you bring it up, rather than just having the wind debate it.
Just rain tea.
Yes.
Rainforest tea,
I
very
figured we just
exotic.
like found a pot and made it in it and poured it in.
Yeah, exactly. Young, I'm very impressed. I thought that this heat metal spell is there for brewing tea only.
Well, yes, it's definitely saved me some time once or twice.
Yeah. Yes. The sentence has 2 meanings and I understand both. Let's give some people some tea. Talus, do you want some tea? And I go over and offer him some tea, Collier as well. As I'm making my way down to Bichal, probably with Liang. I'm just asking Captain, I've made so much tea. I'm very tired, but is there still anything that I could do, Captain Bichal?
Oh, you're still muted. Looks like.
Oh,
Captain, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I had some tea in my ear.
I think there is a lag on my end.
You're
Maybe.
hitting the button, but then I talk and it does not pick it up.
Vital figured out what Zoom is.
I'm good at ships, not at technology. Thank you.
Yes, I'll go to sleep. Thank you for giving me that order. I'll fulfill it with my greatest. I'll be in. Oh yes, good night, and I hobble off.
I catch the teapot as like Gertie throws it away to like scurry up.
This is fine.
All right. Is
sleep,
anyone other than Leong and Gertie going to take up the tea? So Collier or Vital, do either of you want some of the tea?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some tea.
The tea wouldn't be horrible.
Is this a sleepy time tea or is it?
Oh,
like
please
a
don't.
wakey time tea.
Spinach tea,
Right.
don't worry.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. We're gonna get hurt.
Rough shot.
It's green tea.
Yeah.
It's green tea.
Green from the spinach.
Yes.
That's just a cream of spinach.
No,
syrup.
it wakes you up. It's not
Tea
as-
is spinach.
It's not as strong as that disgusting tar liquid that they serve back in Maureen, but
You have an evil bean juice that
the evil
keeps me
bean
awake?
juice. Liang's worst enemy.
This is the true enemy.
It's the bean juice.
He
Bill,
pours some.
until the evil bean juice comes around.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the blood farm, and it's just gonna have a Starbucks, and Leon's gonna be like,
Leong's gonna learn Fireball. Just be like, roast these.
No.
looks like I made them a medium roast.
How do I do it? How do I take you off my screen?
Just roll
How
a
do
d4
I
and take that much psychic damage.
Do
How do I do it?
It's always the non-bards who are making.
Okay, but
Okay, so Collier and Vital, you can both take a drink of the tea. And thanks to that, this is a real good roll for Yeah, until the end of the day, you will be able to ignore one stage of exhaustion.
Hey.
Ooh.
So, Bital,
I was
now
going
if you want to
comment
make
on
a...
how bad you look, but you're actually looking much better.
Ah, my hands won't stop shaking though. This is great.
That was called Red Bull.
I feel very awake. I've never felt this awake in my life. What is this? What kind of check am I making, Persevius?
It'll be the water vehicles check. Or sorry,
Nope.
no, navigators is the one.
Navigator.
Same wisdom.
skills. Alright.
Okay. But we don't have to make a roll for that spinach tea.
No, it is actually genuinely good tea.
Yay. Okay.
The spinach
That
tea
just
was
so
just
happens
funny
to be
me.
made from spinach.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, that'll be good to keep going for a while. And Oliver, how are you doing with Boxan?
I'm just sitting here contemplating. It's been a long journey, so I'm just kind of relaxing and feeding
At this point.
Boxan. I haven't really had a time to kick back and relax, so I'm taking this time. If I hear people screaming upstairs, then I'll help.
Okay.
Has Oliver
We'll
had a
probably
chance to see yet?
I have not.
Yeah, I guess Leong's gonna find Oliver and offer some tea.
Yeah, and I mean, you heard him pass by while he was going down the stairs. Oliver's presence cannot be ignored.
No one can ignore me.
I'll show
Oh.
you.
And probably everybody can hear is the snoring of Gertie going through the whole ship. Like it's one of these very long snores where it's just like
Is that a kraken?
Does he ever breathe out?
like one
You know-
monotonous noise going on.
You come down there and it's just Alovor like peeling an orange and tossing the rind at Boxan.
I'm gonna pour a glass, a cup. Tea.
Oh, well, yeah, sure, thank you. What kind?
Well, it's a special blend of green tea, but I'm gonna be real. I think I saw Grandpa Gertie drop a spinach leaf in there.
Ah, the secret recipe, I see.
He downs all of it.
You're all right.
Everything's fine. It's just we've been on this journey for so long, and I've been trying to, I've told you about the whole why I'm not usually like, he gestures to himself, this, right?
On a boat?
No.
Tired.
No.
Wearing a coat.
A goblin. I've told you this before. It was probably a long time ago, but I used to be this mighty half-elf guy. I was in the circus doing all kinds of flips, tricks, and then got a bit in over my head with some people. And this happened. It's been tough doing tricks since then, but Gertie's been helping me out.
And now you can fit in a cannon. That's gotta be a new
That's
trick.
not a plus. That's not a plus. I got shot into a mountain a few days ago.
Oh, I think if with proper aim, that could be a wonderful trick.
It could be, but still, I miss being able to do all my acrobatics off the tightrope and balance beams and stuff. It was magnificent. But I just haven't been able to find how to change back.
I'm quite good at change. Maybe I could help you.
Well, it's a bit tough in that case. It's not just due to some regular spell or anything. It's not really able to be changed back by regular means.
I would like to use detect magic and try to divine the nature of whatever magics are trapping Alivor in this form.
Okay.
And that
Just out
one's
of
good.
curiosity.
Yeah, okay. You mean you see that he is currently affected by transmutation?
Okay. Well,
Been like this
It's
going on
magic.
about 3 years now. Yeah, it's magic.
oh, are you 3 years? Are you aging at a goblin's rate?
Around that, yeah.
Ah, yes, I see. Wait,
Not very gracefully,
3
huh?
years. Liang's like just doing mental calculations, trying to like translate 3 years in goblin years to like Furbolg years. Because there's a very big difference between those two.
Mhm.
That is a large amount of time for you.
Yeah. Gertie's been helping me out this whole time, but man, it does not get easy.
I toss another orange rind at Boxan.
I'm gonna pour a cup of tea for Boxan.
Boxan deserves
Okay.
a cup of tea.
Boxan deserves everything.
She just eats a cup.
I mean,
Yeah.
you say that ironically, but yes, Boxan does not drink. Boxan just.
We're down a cup.
We sure are.
So, have you found anything at all to help you in this transformation?
Not really. Me and Gertie have been together for a while, just kind of making our way. He helped me, took me in after I, lost my ability to do my act as well as I usually could. Going from a tall, slender half-elf into 3 feet tall. A bit of a change,
That is understandable.
but
yeah. One of the few benefits of... it is Morian, right? That's where we started off?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Well, one of the benefits of living in Morian is there are quite a few arcane specialists and several very large buildings full of arcane texts. When this is all over, if you'd like, I can perhaps help you get access to some of those buildings. Maybe find someone to take a look.
Yeah, might as well give it a shot. I've tried everything else.
How exactly did you turn?
Well, it's a bit of a tale, but I was at the height of my career. I was a bit of a smart ass, if you could tell by the everything.
Never.
Oh, really? Thank you.
He's genuine.
He's not.
I was getting a bit mouthy to some people after a show, and then I left a bar after doing a few tricks and woke up the next day looking like this. Didn't really go well.
I can't imagine it did. I mean, how tall were you before?
I wasn't 3 feet. I was around, it's been 3 years now. Nearly 6 foot.
You are quite fortunate in some regards.
How so?
This boat is significantly less comfortable at my height.
That's right, I can really sneak under some of these little beams coming down.
Yes, and like Liang is kind of hunched over at all times. Yes, and that underground fight with the basilisk. 90% of that fight was me just trying not to smack my head against the ceiling.
90% of the fight on my end was, getting on people's shoulders, but,
If you flip anywhere as well as you do now in your old form, you must have been an amazing performer.
No, I was really good. Not to brag or anything, but I was actually pretty good at what I did.
Good enough to get cocky.
I'd like to think I'm humble.
Do you suppose this was one of those storybook, once you got humble enough, you'd be transformed back?
Nah. I went through a lot so far. I think I've grown as a person.
And we haven't hit that stage yet?
Maybe. I don't know what constitutes as being humble enough. But I guess we'll see. And if not, you always got those books you told me about.
Yes, there are a lot of them. I'm sure one of them has an answer.
I'm not much for reading.
I've never gone into one of those buildings.
Neither have I.
I don't really have the time of day, to be honest.
I don't really have a reason to.
Well, now you do.
I guess we'll see. No, thank you for this. Really helps out.
I stand up and smack my head against the ceiling.
Alivor laughs at you.
Vital and Collier are looking rather rough today, so...
Yeah, not everybody's as great a sailor as I, so I might as well go up.
Yes, let's try to take on a bit more work today.
I'll do my best. Thanks again.
And
My
he
pleasure.
walks up the stairs.
Ready? You gonna go to like the top deck or?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So both you can head on up, and let me see something real quick. All right, so as you're all working, Butal and Color, you feel kind of a second wind going through as you have this tea energizing you. Whatever mysterious things may have been added to it, as Gertie has taken a nice nap. As you all see Leong and Alivor come back to the top of the ship, and it's still raining. Again, it's not like a super heavy rain, but it's enough that it is requiring some more careful stepping on the ship as the water just kind of splashing onto it and then off the sides of the boat. So, Leong and Alivor, what will you both do as you get to the top up here?
I'm gonna go ask what the captain wants me to do next.
Same.
I salute.
Cap, I mean, Bitol, what do you need to do next? You don't look that great.
I actually feel really well.
Did you get any rest last night?
Oh no,
That's awful.
this tea is actually really good. You know, I've never actually been a fan of tea before, and never really gotten into it. But this is
Never had tea before.
No,
Never.
Yes, water for the most part. Beer, it's fine.
You're missing out.
I can clearly see that. This is some of the best stuff I've ever had in my life. It's so good. Like, what have I been doing?
Exactly. We'll have to get you some more when we get back.
Absolutely. What's everybody keep calling me captain?
Because you're basically running the show here.
I don't think that's true.
I think
boats,
it is.
boats need a captain, do they not?
What do you think? Okay, I want you to name one other person on this boat you think would be the captain.
There's like a logbook for that. I think I saw it.
I think I could do a pretty good
On
job.
the boat now.
If you don't want to be Captain Vital, I'm certain I could take charge.
Please
Yeah,
don't
sure.
let Leon be captain.
What's wrong? Yeah, sure. why not?
Nothing.
Sounds like a great idea.
What does it?
Right. I'm now the captain.
Oh God.
Lower the mizzen mast.
I don't know what that is.
It's the big pole. Take the pole down.
Why?
The whole pole?
The whole thing?
It's, you know, I should probably be the captain.
There you go. You see what I meant?
The mizzen, and it's the back one.
And what's the front one?
You know, Kai doesn't actually remember at the moment.
No. But Vital
It's the front
does.
one.
He said the
Vital
front
knows.
word.
Vital says the
Yeah,
correct
Vital
salmon.
tells you.
It's
Yes.
the front one.
All right, but is there anything else we need to do? We're about a day's out.
Does this thing have cruise control?
It's a boat.
Oh, tying someone to the steering wheel and hoping they don't roll over in their sleep.
Gotcha.
Not it.
Continue watch.
That's it. Not it. While we are sailing, we've kind of dug through the boat, and the person who was a statue is no longer a statue and currently helping us flip said boat. I think I want to look more through Collier if there's nothing for them to do, like they're gonna check and everything, but I think Collier would very much so like to go through those. Well, Rosalba already with it. There's nothing else for us to do on this boat. Because they have the books that are in the other rooms, but Rosalba has pretty much gone through those, and we're in the process of like translating them.
Yeah.
I don't think much is going to be, but other than to look through those again and to see if there's anything that can help us prepare for the next leg of our journey when we get there. Because right now we're still trying to decide exactly what we're doing when we get there. We have an idea.
Okay, something to ponder. And after those two get you talking for a bit, Abernathy will also ask you if you think he can help out with anything, Vital. Keep a comment on the captain scenario there.
Yeah, Vital's going to have Abernathy, honestly, probably... It might actually be dish duty. Because I imagine Alivor cooks, but does Alivor do dishes?
What do you think?
Of course he does. He's extremely responsible.
He may cook.
I'm a responsible young man.
Yeah.
So if I were to go to the kitchen right now,
Don't have to do that.
but if
You
I
don't.
did,
If you
would
did,
there
then
be dishes in the sink?
I wasn't the last one who cooked.
You were.
But I'm sleeping.
The question is, if you were to go into the kitchen right now, would there still be flour covering every surface that
Hey,
Gertie
look.
did not touch?
I cook. I don't clean.
But let us show you.
So Abernathy is going to go on cleaning duty.
I'm gonna catch up with Abernathy before I go back up onto the crow's nest.
Okay.
Abernathy, I overheard you mentioning how your pack and thus arcane supplies are still missing. I was wondering if you could have any use with this, and I pull out it's a sprig of mistletoe. It's a sprig of holly that's been carved into a. It's like has like a crescent moon carved on the top. It is a druidic focus, which is a spellcasting focus, but I don't know if it's the same or has the same use as an arcane focus.
Okay, so you can hand that to him and I'll look over it and say, this is potentially useful. I can see if there's any more work I can do for it, but the biggest thing is the loss of my spell book. That's my spells would be difficult for me to access. But I can search after I have finished cleaning all the dishes. How bad could it be in there?
I cast guidance and walk off.
You tap him on the back. Go. You'll need the luck, buddy.
He just feels this like he just feels like
little energy
celestial
boost.
magic kind of just like boost him up, and I'm like, I walk off.
And he probably needed. Gertie just saw the absolute chaos that Oliver did and was like, I'm not cleaning that and just added his dirt onto it from the crew
fair.
for the rest of the crew. So it's war.
All right. And what is Oliver doing during this time?
Is there anything else for me to do, Batal?
To do. You probably, well, I don't know.
I could go search for that guy's bag.
Oh, you could. Well, you could do that, yeah. If it's on the ship. I mean, you can find it. You could either do that, or... You're an acrobat, right?
I'd like to think I am.
So you do good with things like heights and maybe ropes and swinging.
Kind of my specialty.
Alright, barnacle duty.
Oh. That's not what I had in mind. Can I look for the pack? We get like Leon to do this later.
Y'all are gonna learn not to ask me for things. You're on
I've
barnacle
already
duty.
learned.
Oh, I've just remembered. I take out my star map, and I it turns into like a sonar, and I cast locate object on a spell book.
For both.
Give me a second. Yeah, please use locate object on a boat again. Like, don't worry, guys. We are still on the boat.
I found out. This is a boat.
I know. On a book, spell book specifically.
Book.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I enunciated that properly. And so I didn't do not waste a spell confirming I am still on a boat.
We're just making sure.
What if we weren't on a boat right now?
That'd be so crazy.
Well, then what have we been manning this entire time?
A mimic, probably.
What did I
Your luck.
steer?
Oh my god.
Yep. Yes, you do. Let me see. Goodness gracious, how high would this be? You do get the sense of a spell book far beneath you, about 150 feet beneath you, but closer to where, like below where Betal and where Betal is currently steering.
I'm gonna follow my my new sonar GPS and just like go look for this spell book.
Okay, so you can climb on down. And Oliver, would you like to make me an acrobatics check to help clear off the barnacles?
I sure can.
In some ways, this is Oliver making up for the kitchen.
I guess
Exactly, see?
so.
Full circle.
The snoring
But
stops.
still.
Skirty is awake again.
That's a nat 1. That's a
Minus
1.
That's still
the
11.
passenger.
That's an 11 because I have a plus 10, but like it's a nat 1.
It is.
I died.
Man overboard. Man overboard.
Man overboard. I went over a board. Multiple that make up the ship.
That man over the board.
Over the boards.
Okay,
He's over
so yes, as you're clearing out the barnacles, the slick rain makes it a little bit harder for you to land where you're trying to go to, but you're not going to immediately fall off the boat. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can catch yourself at the last moment.
We're ending off this this session.
This isn't going to end with the loss of Alivor.
It's a 9. I have a
It is
plus
indeed.
7.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you rolled higher on the die by 1.
By 1.
I won.
Oh.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Could I get a spell off before he just like goes overboard?
Go make a perception check to see if you immediately notice a splash.
I'm very good at that. So perception. Oh, it's really high. I rolled a natural 17 plus 8. 25.
Okay, so I will also say that Kalir can make a perception check, and so can be tall. See how many of you recognize this immediately.
God damn it.
Well,
Trying to clean the ship.
oh, that's not with advantage. All right, Talus definitely doesn't recognize. Doesn't hear the splash.
Fuck you, Talus.
And we have.
Oh, this
guy.
spell is not concentration, which means I can do it.
Yeah, your helping hands don't notice Oliver falling off at all.
I guess now that I've done my character thing for the day, I must die.
So you have chosen death. Collier, you can also roll it. I don't see yours popped up yet.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know who could roll and who couldn't.
Yeah, sorry, Collier, you can roll as well for perception.
All right. No, okay, yeah, I'm good at that. We got this. I don't know if we got this. Don't believe in me too hard, homie. Here we go.
Leon got a nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, yeah, Batal did.
Oh, Batal did, sorry.
Wow. Ooh,
Wow, okay. Well, the helping hands could not notice anything. All three of you do hear. Does Oliver make any noise as he's falling?
I was like, what sharp noise do we hear in the corner? Just
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. As you hear a splash quickly followed by the yelp.
I want to run over this side,
Okay.
lean over, and I'm going to cast Water Walk on him.
Nice.
Water Walk.
Mhm.
And I land on the water, and just like face
He
plant like I landed on concrete.
Just
Either way, Oliver's dead.
I've got 14 HP. I'm dead.
why do you
Jesus
only
Christ.
have 14?
Oh,
Listen,
I rolled so bad.
Your tiny body can only hold so much health, apparently.
Not enough health for me.
No.
let me just double check something real quick.
Good God. I might have killed you. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I did my one thing.
Alivor like falls off. Like as he's falling, he grabs onto a single barnacle and like rips it off.
Gonna be super dramatic.
Oh no.
it's a moment when Gertie comes upstairs and says, "So where's my beloved grandson?"
Oh no.
Where is my favorite
Please
little
don't,
goblin?
thank you.
We're all like leaning up and we're like,
Oh.
so
He fell in the water, but the water was made to stone by the druid.
it wasn't stone. It's technically
Well,
like
It depends on when you cast Water Walk on me, because if you cast Water Walk on me when I was in the water, then it
Then
just
you
carries
just
me
get
to the
out.
Then I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
But if
I
you
mean-
did it while I was in the air, I'm dead.
I think the splash is what like brought us over, right?
Mhm.
Then
When
I
the
Yeah.
would cast
spell-
it afterwards.
Or when the spell says that you can walk on water, but you're already underwater, maybe it's like a hard surface on top.
Why? Why?
That's
are
what
you
That's what I was thinking. But
It
like,
does-
no, at the end of the spell, it says if you target a creature submerged in a liquid,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
carries the target to the surface at a rate of 60
Before
feet
then,
per round.
though, very important language here. It says as if it were harmless solid ground.
Oh.
Oh.
So we know we're
Shambling.
good.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that is.
I'm
Yes, so that is what happens. You see the splash. Leon looks over the boat, casts water. Back to the
He just goes
surface.
off the surface.
Am I still like tied to the thing, or am I just like on the surface of the water as the ship's moving away from me?
Or you're not tied to anyone, man.
So you better run. You better run to catch up.
All right, I'm running to catch up.
Gosh,
with the ship.
Vital laughs at first after hearing like the snap, the scream, and then the spell. He's like, "Oh, that's a dangerous job. Hold on."
You told me to do this.
He's gonna uncoil some rope and try to throw it to you from the side of the ship.
Catch it, hopefully.
Vital's like one of those.
Go ahead.
Vital's like one of those NPCs where it's like, take this, you'll need it on the way. But it's like after the person leaves, and like,
you'll need this for
A
later.
very tired Gertie actually comes upstairs and just looks at the situation, breathes heavily, and waits. You can do it.
Do I have to roll to grab this rope?
No, it's easy enough. Vital, despite his laughter, is able to throw the rope to you quite well, able to kind of account for the speed of the ship as it is currently going, and you're able to grab onto it. It's not terribly hard. I mean, now that you don't have to like kind of fight the water while swimming, like if there wasn't water walking on you, I would probably make you roll, but you're not like fighting to swim and grab the rope at the same time anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as I get back up, I take my barnacle cleaning equipment and I toss it on the ground and I go, "Someone else has barnacle duty," and I walk off.
oh, by the way, I'm putting water walk on everyone in my range.
Okay.
If anyone wants to walk around,
How practical now I
10
can
willing
go for a
creatures within
jog.
30 feet of me.
How practical now I can go for a jog, finally. Thank you so much, Leon. Anything happened while I was asleep?
Nothing whatsoever.
Great. You mean, except Elevor nearly dying.
Oh, that was fine.
I'm sure nothing can happen to this little guy. Nearly indestructible. We shot him out of a cannon, threw him overboard. Maybe this goblin curse had something else in it, and he just became some, like, caricature. Whatever. Captain Vital, what could be my next mission? I fulfilled the last mission of sleeping a few hours.
Right, because we need somebody for barnacle duty.
What is barnacle duty?
I'd like to fade out from there. That seems.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, and we are going to end the session right there on the question about barnacle duty. So thank you all so much for watching tonight's session. We really appreciate it. As I said before at the beginning, the show wouldn't be the same without all of you watching, whether it be on VOD, on the YouTube, or here live and chatting and on the chat with us. So thank you all so much. We are going to go raid the plot hunters now, so stay tuned for that as we raid on over to them. And just one more time, thank you so much. Stay good, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to love each other and stay hydrated too. So let's go on, wave goodbye for now, and raid onto the plot hunters. So good night, everyone. Thank you so